Caitlin, I understand you have some new information about what has happened there in that room already.
Well, Brianna, you saw how chaotic it was there as the spray was just going on where the reporters and the cameras were in the room, and you could see reporters blocking the camera, people talking to each other. We're told it actually got incredibly tense between the two different press corps, which we should note are separated on the grounds here. We have the White House press corps, the American press corps, and the Russian press corps that are separated, of course, ahead of those joint or those separate press conferences later on. But it came pretty combative. The full American press corps did not actually make it into the room for that top spray, which we should note is the only access we believe we are going to get as they are actually meeting inside Villa Lagrange for the next few hours. And several U.S. reporters did not make it into the room. Those are reporters who were supposed to be in the room. And we're told there were some combative exchanges with the Russian press. There was pushing and there was shoving, trying to get into that room. And that's why you saw the chaos there at the end of that meeting with President Biden and President Putin. And we are told White House aides tried to get the full U.S. press corps in the room. They were unable to do so, and several of those reporters were left outside. At least one U.S. press reporter did make it into the room. She asked the two leaders if they trust one another, and according to her, she says that President Biden shook his head yes when she asked if he trusted Putin.
So how many reporters were left outside, Caitlin? Do we have a sense of this? Just give us a sense of what that traveling press pool would look like on the American side and who was left out.
So the point of a pool, for those who aren't really familiar with the term, is it's so that there is one representative for every medium who goes into the room. So there aren't dozens of us trying to get into the room in a small space like this. So there's one person representing television, one person with a camera, one print reporter, radio, and so forth. And so it's usually about 15 reporters that actually go into the room in addition to photographers. And several of them were left out of the room, could not actually get in there to take a picture or to ask a question of the two leaders as they sat down. And we're told it started before they'd even actually made it into the building. There was pushing and shoving and yelling happening outside as all of these reporters were trying to get inside to go in and see these two leaders sitting down with one another, even though, of course, not all of them are sanctioned to be there. And so aides were trying to sort out who could go in and who was not supposed to go in. And it ended up with several White House reporters, yet several U.S. press being left out of that room as that interaction between Biden and Putin just happened moments ago.